The restoration of the riparian buffer at Cavallo Park was made necessary by the loss of ash trees in the park and along the towpath due to the emerald ash borer. The park itself is a really popular place. We have a lovely playground for kids that's very popular with families, and also a picnic pavilion that's used casually on an everyday basis, used for many birthday parties and lots of other events. The playground, you'll see families there with kids throughout these seasons. In all but the most inclement weather, you'll see kids enjoying the playground along with their parents or guardians, their caregivers. The picnic pavilion, in addition to hosting birthday parties or just everyday lunches, has also been the site of a number of native plant sales that we've hosted to try to introduce more native plants in gardens in the area, and they've been pretty successful. In addition to that, we've had tree seedling giveaways hosted at the picnic pavilion, and even when the weather is chilly, we usually get a terrific turnout for that. The grant that you provided us enabled us to plant 13 trees and shrubs. Prior to that planting, 6 volunteers removed many bags of invasive species from around the perimeter of the park near where the trees were to be planted. The west side of the park is bordered by the DNR Canal towpath, where 2 very large, very mature ash trees were cut down. You can see their remains beyond the fence. To make up for that, we've planted 2 trees here, a black gum and a hackberry, behind the benches, which will grow to produce shade. Along the south border of the park, there's a tributary of the canal, and we've planted a number of trees there to reinforce the riparian buffer there. Again, there were some ash trees along this side, and here the new trees have joined the herbaceous plants we were able to put in about 5 years ago. This particular spot, again on the south side of the park, is very vulnerable to runoff, starting about where you see that newly planted hackberry tree, going slightly downhill from there and out and under the fence. So the hackberry tree, along with 3 winterberry hollies and a button bush that we've planted here, will help to reduce the runoff in this particular location. Along the east side of the park, we planted a red maple, another winterberry holly, and a button bush to reinforce the work that's being done by the rain garden that you see behind the fence there. So the $5,000 that you provided to us has really done a tremendous amount to allow us to reinforce this south side of the city, the park and the riparian buffer here along the south side of the city. We can't really thank you enough.